This notion blinded them to the extent that they could not see the bigger picture. Eventually, they missed the greater opportunity to inherit any portion of the promised land that God had planned for them and whose obsession they had kept for 40 years. The moral of this story is this: a vision is very important in life, but we must acknowledge today that even when you are on the right track, you will get derailed if you lose control and start to zigzag. You have officially received your new qualification today, so please move on and strive for even greater pursuits. IHTI has equipped you with the tools to enable you achieve the highest pinnacles in the hospitality world. If you apply yourselves purposefully, even the sky will not be the limit, I assure you. The question, therefore, which I pose to you is, where do you go from here? Let me attempt to show you the path that you can follow and succeed. Number one, there is within you a hidden force called attitude. I believe that it is your daily companion. It is invisible to the naked eye, but manifests itself through our behavior. Negative attitude has brought many to their downfall. Interestingly, after it has brought you down, it makes you see others as your real enemies, blaming them, not yourself, for your failure. Please, beware of negative attitudes. The next one is alcohol. For those who can control alcohol, there is nothing wrong with it. But those who cannot and get subdued, remember, alcohol can be a stubborn destroyer of morals, values, and health. In other words, it is a lethal enemy. Then there is this disease known as arrogance. This one blinds you totally from the truth and humility. It renders you incapable of enduring sound counsel. It blocks criticism, correction, and logic. The product of arrogance is stagnation. Finally, if I may, there is the get-rich-quick syndrome. You have heard people saying that the love of money is the root of all evil. This is not just a saying. Many have lost all their dignity because of falling victim to the get-rich-quick syndrome. Let me remind you that graduating from IHTI does not imply that now you have arrived. You cannot afford such a limited vision and horizon. There is a bigger prize, that of being an accomplished professional with worldwide recognition. In this regard, you should be very grateful to your predecessors who have brought such immense recognition both locally and internationally to IHTI. They did this by demonstrating to the world that IHTI graduates are diligent young men and women with the right attitudes. If these predecessors of yours had not demonstrated the correct attitudes, you would not be enjoying the opportunities that are coming your way today. At this juncture, let me inform the gathering that in May this year, IHTI, along with its sister company, PI Consultancy, signed an agreement with a UK recruiting company called Recruit Kenya Limited, through which PI Consultancy would support Recruit Kenya Limited to recruit hospitality professionals to work in the United Kingdom. And IHTI is mandated to provide the requisite training. In other words, I am saying there is hope, there is light, greater than what you imagined. Crucially, the agreement also provides that the first priority for employment in the United Kingdom should be given to IHTI graduates. What more can you ask from your training institution? What more? Finally, as you embark your journey to the promised land, may Almighty God protect and bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite the representative of the chairman of the council, Mrs. Betty Makawiti, to come forth and give us the address from the council. God bless you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before I give this address, I would like to thank the dancing troupe for the splendid presentations. This afternoon, you emitted quite a bit of joy today. This is an address by the chairman of the council, our guest of honor, Mr. Anthony Chege, General Manager, Nairobi Serena Hotel, Ambassador Mwakai CEO, founder of IHTI, the chairman and directors of IHTI, members of council of IHTI, principal, Mr. Thomas Duda, staff and students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is yet another milestone for IHTI. I say milestone because when it opened its doors in 2005, IHTI started with only 4 students. Who could have imagined that there would come a time when the institute could host a graduation ceremony like the one we are witnessing today? Is it not amazing that from those modest beginnings, today IHTI is celebrating the success of 174 of its students? To you graduates, let me tell you that I have no doubt at all that IHTI has prepared you adequately for your future careers, whether in employment or in enterprise. IHTI has given you adequate tools of the trade. It is upon you to utilize them to your optimum benefit, and I can assure you, you are spoiled for choice. I am informed by the management of IHTI, for example, that fresh opportunities heavily favoring IHTI graduates have opened up in the UK market. This means that the recognition and demand for IHTI graduates is not just local and regional, but now has gone international. While on the subject of the recognition and demand for IHTI graduates, let me pay special tribute and gratitude to the industry, which is represented here today, for the tremendous support it continues to render to IHTI. The industry continues to support IHTI by way of providing guest lectures, internship placement, and ultimately employment. It is largely thanks to your very committed and professional support that IHTI graduates are enjoying so much recognition and demand. As chairman of the council, I am humbled at being accorded the honor to steward your contribution. Let me also pay tribute to all the teaching and management staff of IHTI on this accomplishment. Your professionalism is changing the hospitality, education, and training landscape in this region. To those graduating today, I wish to say, hongera sana. I'm sure that by now you have realized that success is neither automatic nor instant. It must be earned through hard work. It calls for patience, diligence, discipline, and integrity. I wish all of you success in your future endeavors. Once again, thank you and God bless you. It is now my pleasure to invite the founder of the IHTI, Ambassador Mwakai Sio, to deliver his remarks.
Thank you very much, Betty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My work or my duty today is really very simple. It's to introduce our chief guest today. But I think it would be remiss of me not to recognize the presence of other icons of the industry and supporters of IHTI who are with us today. So I would like to take the opportunity to recognize the presence of a number of individuals. From the first row on the extreme left, I see Mr. Robert Kinyua. Robert Kinyua is the chairman of the Association of Professional Hoteliers, of hotel professionals in Kenya. And I'd like to urge all graduates to apply for membership of this association as soon as possible. Let me tell you what's going to happen in a few years. You know, if you look at the medical profession, the legal profession, engineering profession, until you get approval of the mother association. I predict that in a few years, you will not be able to work either as a manager or as a chef in this country unless you're a member of the association. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, graduating today, that you join as members of this association. I also want to recognize the presence. I think I'll go straight to there's a reason I'm not going to look at the first row anymore. I'll go to the second row. Behind there, on the extreme left, is a young lady, Lucy Macridis. Lucy is her many times at IHTI, delivering lectures. She is the chairperson of the Mentorship and Training Committee of the Kenya Women in Tourism. gentleman and the next lady, and I'll come to, there's a gentleman here, Mr. Obadia Otieno. Please, Otieno. Obadia Otieno is a council member of the Association of Hotel Professionals Kenya, the one I talked about earlier on. Okay. The lady next to Obadia is Petra Stephanie. She's the general manager of Villa Rosa Kempinski. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for your support. Next to Stephanie is Sally Kavere. She tells me not to say Sally Kavere. I have to say Sally Kavere. Sally is the president of SCAL Nairobi. And I urge again all of you to join this very important recognition too. You heard earlier on Mr. Duda talking about our collaboration with Recruit Kenya, a UK company. It's represented today by two individuals. The lady on the, please stand up, Linda Baldwin. Director of Recruit Kenya, and Linda and her colleague, Daniel Kalinski, have been with us now for almost a week. Welcome, Linda. And I'm going to ask Linda, because I don't want to speak for you. You come over and tell us a few things about what you are.
Jambo, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Many of you will have seen Daniel and myself this week interrupting your classes, following you around in the kitchens, and taking photos. So please allow me to share our gratitude for how you have welcomed us into your beautiful country and college with such open arms. This is our first visit to Kenya, and we hope it will be the first of many. We are amazed by its beauty, we are astonished by its people, and are charmed by its culture and friendliness. We hope to have an ever-long relationship here. As Ambassador CEO has said, we have come from the UK, and we are here to further strengthen our already strong bond with PI Consultancy and IHTI. Being asked to attend this afternoon to celebrate your graduation is both an honour and an absolute privilege. You may already know that back in the early 2000s, Ambassador CEO, PI Consultancy, and IHTI worked together with our company, formerly known as Northern Hospitality. As a result of that relationship, vast numbers of chefs and other hospitality professionals took up new employment in the UK, creating many job opportunities here. Many of them have now created a brand new life for themselves, bringing over their families to join them there, whilst financially supporting their extended families back here in Kenya, and also their communities where their dreams first took shape. Charles Gashomo, Mike Memia, Julius Mambula, Armstrong Wagabi, to name but a few. We are now delighted that the immigration rules relating to skilled worker visas in the UK now make it possible for us to pick up on where we left off in 2007, and hope that one day soon we will be meeting you at a UK airport, welcoming you to our fabulous new adventure. Our founder and managing director, Nigel Bird, wanted to say how much he would have enjoyed being here with us today. Sadly, he is stuck in a very cold and stormy England, but busy finding opportunities for Kenyans. Finally, May I take this opportunity to say how very proud we, Recruit Kenya, are as a company, and how very privileged we are to be able to hold such close links with your country and people. We admire each and every one of you sat in front of us and have absolutely no doubt that you will reach beyond the stars you aim for. Hope is real, and we ask that you keep faith in the world to believe that. Asante sana.
Before I perform my main duty, which is to call the guest of honor, let me take the opportunity to congratulate all of you graduating students or graduates, and please convey my congratulations to your parents as well as and sponsors. I have not had the privilege that the other mwalimus and Mwalimu Mkuu Bwana Duda have had to teach you. But allow me to give you a parting recipe for your success as you go forward. So here it is. Please make a note of it. Slice and blend your knowledge and skills to perfection. Marinate in a mix of passion and attention to detail. Patiently bake in an oven of commitment and diligence. Skillfully garnish with a service smile. Serve on a plate of our motto, the Professionals Club. I hope you've taken. I think all of you understand recipes, so I'm sure you've taken note of it. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let me talk about somebody. This is somebody who graduated from Kenya Utalii College with a diploma in hotel management in 1998, and he was one of the top students. He was a student, among others, Betty Makawiti, who has already spoken to you. He was a student also of Mr. Thomas Duda. And he was also a student of Mr. Robert Lugwe, as well as a student of yours truly. For 8 years, up to early this year, he had been the country manager, Serena Hotels in Uganda, in charge of the Kampala Serena Hotel and the Victoria Golf Resort and Spa. I can tell you I played golf at the Victoria Golf and Spa, and I really enjoyed it. Very nice property. While in Uganda, he was involved in the refurbishment of the Kampala Serena Hotel that saw its inventory increase from 152 to 189 rooms. And I can tell you I stayed there very many times, and it is a wonderful property as well. The Kampala Serena Hotel has remained a leading hotel in Uganda, winning several accolades during the period. While in Uganda, he was privileged to and tourism industry. Before going to Uganda, He had worked in Tanzania at the Kirawira camp, as well as the Zanzibar Serena as general manager. After 19 years, he has now returned as the general manager in Nairobi Serena. All in all, he has worked with the Serena Group for over 22 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and join me in welcoming our guest of honor today at this ceremony, Mr. Anthony Chege. Thank you.
It's not every day, or it's not a usual expectation that your teachers would stand in front of you and call you guest of honor. I'm still trying to come to terms with my teachers calling me guest of honor. Ambassador Mwakaisio, the directors and management of IHTI, invited guests, parents, and most importantly, the graduating student of class of 2021. Good afternoon. By the way, you're looking great, all of you, from where we were sitting. I thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this chapter of your life. Today, like Mrs. Makawiti said, it's a major milestone. I am hoping that I can be a source of inspiration to you this afternoon. What a happy day it is to all the graduating students. All the hard work you have put in has paid off. Those long hours of reading, you remember them? The challenging assignments, the exams are all behind you now. Finally, you can be proud of yourself. And we are all here very proud of you. Well done. Well done. You know, your parents have sacrificed a lot. And your teachers have put in a lot to make sure that you are what you are today. Today, I will share a bit about myself. I grew up in a small village, in the village of Kangemi, which I'm sure all of you know. And I had never imagined that I would one day took, if any of you is from Kangemi, you will remember that from Kangemi to Nairobi we take a 23. So I often took the 23 matatu to pick up a few items for my mom, who had a shop in a kiosk in Kangemi. It was challenging, a very challenging time growing up in Kangemi, but my parents ensured that we never lacked food, and we had school fees paid. In my mind, I wanted to lead a very different life, different from what we had then. I really wanted to get an opportunity to get out of this country and go and study abroad. Actually, that was my dream. I had this thing in my mind that if I went to study outside this country, I would be successful in life. In my secondary school, I was a prefect and in charge of the students' clinic. And I started thinking of a profession in medicine. I started dreaming of becoming a doctor. When we got our results, the KCSE results, I was called into one of the local universities to study marketing. However, we could not report immediately and had to wait for about 1 year before joining the university. And this was created because of a gap, a 1-year gap that was caused by striking students. And you know what used to make students strike those days? The removal of chapati from the menu. Now, I could not stand the thought of staying in Kangemi and selling in a kiosk. And my mom knew that very well. I was already tired of that. So a friend of my parents, the friend to my parent, spoke to my mom about this college called IHTI College and how the college had a chance for a few students who performed well to go to Europe. I really jumped into and warmed up to that idea when it was presented to me. Ambassador CEO here, Mr. Lugwe, Mr. Duda, were my teachers. I performed well, and I was actually the best in my class. That was the class of 1998, like Ambassador CEO said. For the first time, I got into an aircraft and flew out of this country. That was a thank you. That was a major turning point in my life. And I thank you so much because of your connections. This were your connections. So you took one boy from Kangemi and you made him land somewhere in Heathrow. Well, I'm so glad that those connections are still on. Thank you, Linda. Now I got hooked up into the hotel industry. For the first time, I treasured the challenging life we went through when we were growing up. I understood that hard work pays and that our dreams can truly become true. My exposure there quickly got me to my current employer, and it's actually been 24 years since. It's been a long journey with lots of ups and downs, many cherished memories, and a lot of lessons to learn. And I'm just happy to share a few with you. An important one is that there is no such thing as failure. I was taking a few points when the principal was talking, and I saw failure. And my comments will have several of the words that the principal said. By the way, what he said today was actually what he said to us when we were graduating. So take those words seriously. And that was many years back. Failure could be life moving you in another direction. You can mourn for a while when you fail, but learn from every mistake and quickly figure out the next move. A few years ago, you joined IHTI a little younger than you are today, less confident, and without much knowledge about what lay ahead of you. Now here you are, looking great and confident and ready to put into practice what your teachers have taught you. You're now ready to go to the world and do business. I like looking at the service industry as a calling to serve the community, the people in this world. Every day we are actively involved in creating memorable moments for people, whether it's a birthday event or a marriage ceremony. Let us deliver this warmly and in great spirit. Even when we pivot or go to other careers, the hospitality in us will never end. Let us affect those around us positively. I'm reminded of two college mates at the IHTI College who are now serving the nation as county governors. It's amazing, county governors. One of them, by the way, was my roommate. The other day, I had a meeting with him, and I noticed how he went out of his way to make me comfortable. This is a mheshimiwa, clearing cups from the table, making sure I'm getting comfortable. The statement once a hotelier, always a hotelier, has a lot of truth to it. Ladies and gentlemen, your parents and teachers expect you to go out there and make a difference, to change the status quo, to change how things are at the moment, and to be the leaders of this industry. It would help if you went out there with a clear and open mind, ready to be problem solvers and to impact this industry. Your growth will not depend on the paperwork or the certificates that we get today, but your attitude. That's another word that was mentioned by the principal. And the leadership skill that you continuously develop. So you have to continuously develop. Pass on your knowledge to the others and learn from those you find in the various work areas that you find yourself. Your learning must never come to an end, even after this. It is amazing how learning today has been made easy for our generation. You only need a computer and internet, and you have all the recipes that you want. Very different from how it was when we graduated. You had to create recipes, import books to look for recipes. You have a shortcut now. Remember, no one can hold you back but yourself. Employers are looking for leaders who can work with others and put teams together. The attitude of a leader is what will ensure that you have growth in your career. Find solutions and encourage team spirit. Remain honest and hardworking. Be different, and please strive to be so. Our industry is going through a very rough time at the moment, and many people have been laid off, but still employers are struggling to get the people with the right ethos who will be impactful in their business. You can be those people. Be intentional and endeavor to be that person every day in whatever you do. Be very, very careful about what the principal said about alcohol. Who would have ever imagined that we would close the doors of our hotels for months, and we did so. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone globally, everyone, and touched all business sectors. It has, however, made us look at things differently. What we thought was important may not look as important anymore. There's a change of mindset, and we have to do things differently, both at home and at our workplaces. And that's the lesson I mentioned, that you must join us ready to look at things differently. What made us perform extraordinarily well before COVID may not be what will propel us to the next level. Let us embrace the changes that the pandemic has brought. We, however, know that our industry will bounce back. It has always bounced back, and we are glad that we are seeing very positive trends. I was mentioning to the principal earlier today that this week we were expecting to be full because there is a Japanese-Kenyan conference happening. Now, last week we all heard about the Omicron variant, and there were restrictions for people to travel from Japan. We got cancellations, and heavy cancellations. And that's the world today. Even though the event continues, it's all virtual. There is always some level of anxiety at graduation times like now. You must be asking yourself what the future holds for you, what the next chapter in your life will be. But let this not worry you so much. Just believe that everything will work for your good and do your best. Remember that life is about decisions. Listen to that small voice inside you and let the voice lead you. And you know that little voice? The voice of God? The voice that allows you to make the right decision. Never ignore it. Have clear values for yourselves and don't derail. Somebody also mentioned derail. Don't zigzag. Otherwise you spend 40 years before you reach the promised land, even during the tough times. Have the confidence that you knew you have the potential to grow. I have a lot of faith in you. I've heard a lot about IHTI. By the way, I'm only less than 1 year in Kenya, but I've heard about IHTI. The reputation is good. So I have a lot of faith in you, and I would like to congratulate IHTI, the class of 2021. And may the Lord bless you all. Thank you so much.
Bwana Chege for that wonderful address. Tumpigie tena makofi Bwana Chege. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I now would like to call upon the Dean of Studies to come and present the graduates for their awards.
Thank you, Mr. Lugwe. Congratulations for the graduate. Guest of honor, sir, I have the pleasure this afternoon to present to you the candidates who have met the requirement for various awards. Let me now call upon Mr. Mochanje, the head of Department, Food and Beverage Operations, to present his candidates.
The following candidates have met the requirements for the award of certificate in Food and Beverage Operations 2020. James Wangari, Elaine Osodo, Absentia graduating, Noela Indiazi and Ian Okal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. By the authority bestowed upon me as guest of honor in this graduation ceremony, I confer to you this certificate in Food and Beverage Operations. Thank you.
Okay.
Have met the requirements for the award of certificate in front office operations in 2020. Faith Akoth, Hannah Ndongo, requirements for the award of certificate in front operations in 2021. Nina Mwaniki, Francesca Atieno, and Monica Jonge. Thank you.
Art, the head of department, Culinary Arts, to present his candidates.
Guest of honor, sir. The following graduates have met the requirement for the award of Higher National Diploma in Culinary Art, class of 2020. Brian Lamai, Nixon Yoba Mora, Marcus Njeru, David Biko, Lynette Onsara, Simon Aboki, Diana Owiti, John Nyabuto, Mark Mwangi in absentia, Sharon Bet in absentia, Esther Karimi, Rachel Wamwea, Eric Mutuku, Frederick Waweru, Flora Kinyua, Diana Kinyanjui, Irene Mushi. Arnold Mlati, Morris Mwangi, Michael Nderitu, Christine Kamudhu, Jeffrey Njau Mwangi, graduating in absentia, Sabina Ndungu, Joy Mwango, Amanda Kimathi, Keith Kongo, Joseph Irunguthi, Shaznin Shitakwe, Ashley Ngachi, Michelle Yego, Terian Kairi, Brenda Wainaina, Marvin Kibera, Anthony Gishohi, and Susan Masharia, Eric Solitei, Marianne Kimani, Martin Munene, Sifros Akoth, Timothy Chemweno, Marvin Joe, graduating in absentia from Uganda, Lois Mumbi, Charlene Nelima, Francine. The class of 2021, Muhyiddin Rakbak, graduating in absentia from Russia, Joseph Mutunga, Habib Juma, Felix Kangede, Feraz Ismail from Egypt, Martin Idhua, Janet Kuria, Apollonius Ndirangu, Dan Mwiti, Michael Mbasu, Bradley Nyambura, Caroline Kinyanyura, Joy Karanja, Mark Mushiri, Nice Mutua, Evelyn Kagure, Mansuru, Vincent Ouya, Benson Kimani, Phils Nyiboruta, Darlene Wamalwa, Susan Wamaida, Kenneth Shikoli, Randall Mushefi, Ibrahim Mwangovi, Ryan Mudhiga, June Melilei, Michael Kidula, Anthony Musau, David Onyango, Joseph Wanjiku, Brian Caleb, Moses Jura, Kadzo Douglas, Hannah Masharia, Vuyele Gasheru, Faith Karinge. Thank you.
The authority bestowed upon me as a guest of honor in this graduation ceremony, I now confer to you this high
The following candidates have met the requirements for the award of diploma in food and beverage management, IHTI program 2021. Nicole Sonon, Pamela Gaki, Melissa
honor in this graduation ceremony, I now confer to you this higher national diploma in food and beverage management. Thank you.
Candidates.
Thank you. Our guest of honor, sir, the following candidates have met the requirements for the award of Higher National Diploma in International Hospitality Management in 2020. Karansha, Sharon Umoja, Mara Musau, Achi Perez, Kobo, Norman Kagiri, Jason Gisharu, Jasprit Manku, Maria Luisa, Pamela Owiti, Rosemary Kaveza, and Sylvia Muthegethi. Thank you, sir. In International Hospitality Management. Ashley Charo, Nina Omondi, Kor, Danny Mumba, Salome Maina, Sharon Owen, Charles Munene, and George Ragai. Thank you, sir.
By the authority bestowed upon me as a guest of honor in this graduation ceremony, I now confer to you this higher national diploma in international hospitality.
Much, our guest of honor. Let me now call upon the principal, Bonaduda, to come and present the outstanding students for the awards. Bonaduda.
Our guest of honor, learning at IHTI calls for a lot of detailed, disciplined concentration, valuation, and in the process, a lot of competition. This year, these 2 years have been the same. And we want to honor those who did well. Actually, everybody did well. But there are some who did well better than others. And they are the ones we want to single out. And I would like to start with food and beverage operations. The Kenya Women in Tourism brought an award, and I'm a bit envious, for the best overall food and beverage operations student. And they have come as a team to present that award. It's a big one. It goes to one student, and I request that particular student to come here because that one has to be presented in a special way by Lucy Macridis, if you can, very quickly. And this student, you are going to be shocked. Nevertheless, we are in the hospital environment, so there is no shock that can overtake you. One by one, Elaine Osodo. Can I ask Jennifer, there is a big card you have received there. Come with the card, Jennifer. Don't let nobody see it as you come with it. Quickly give it over to Miss Macridis. Don't let nobody see what is in the card. Is if you want security, I can offer myself. Now, the next one is the Food and Beverage Operations graduate with the best overall professional attitude. And that has been recognized by the skull. And the skull today is represented by the president herself, Madam Sally Khavere. I think she will just stand where she is. And I ask Lovin Were, where are you? Walk down to the table next there. Quickly. Yes, a big clap too. As he picks his Ndwati, James Ndwati, to come down and pick up as they pick their awards. I want them to remain there. Madam President would like to say a word about this whole presentation. Madam.
Hello, graduates. Congratulations to Lovin and James. Paid internship at Click Industries. Details I'll give you later.
It's a paid internship. Remember the syndrome I mentioned a little earlier. Front office operations, and we want to move a little faster, is also given an award by an IT company called Hive Integrated, represented here today by Mr. Murage Ngunjiri. And it goes to, for 2020, it goes to Hannah Wairimu. Hannah Wairimu. I am told that Hannah, when she smiles, is the end of the story. While she's there, the winner of the 2021, the winner of 2021 is one Monica Wanjiku. Monica Wanjiku. Our guest of honor, the Kenya Commercial Bank would like to recognize and award the Food and Beverage Management student with the best academic performance. Can I request Nicole Sonon to come down? Nicole Sonon to come down. I'm told also the Food and Beverage Management student with the best professional attitude by the same bank That is Pamela Gaki, Food and Beverage Management. You interest in the student with the best leadership qualities, international culinary arts at IHTI. Chef Zablon Rubia, therefore, would like to recognize and award in person the graduate who deserved this for 2020, Marcus Munyi. Marcus Munyi. Alone, in 2021, Chef Zablon would like to award the winner of that trophy, Joseph Kibunga. Joseph Kibunga. Quickly, Joseph ran down. Higher National Diploma, International Culinary Arts student, best overall, is recognized not in Kenya, but by the UK. To 2020, Judith Akoth. The award, hold it. The award comes from Recruit Kenya Limited. And perhaps Daniel is there. I know Daniel is a hotel manager. He's very athletic. All the way from UK just to present this award, it's wonderful. In 2021, the same award will go to Evelyn Kimotho. Evelyn Kim. Amazing, a security company has been following the International Culinary Art student with the best creative pastry qualities. The CEO of that company is here today with us, Mr. Ledan Mwanyika. And in 2021, one Rachel Wairimu. Rachel Wairimu. Where is Rachel? There is a sister company that operates with IHTI. It's called PI Consultancy. The PI Consultancy Michelle Yegon wins this trophy. Habib Mohammed. Habib Mohammed. They will soon set up their own restaurants. The International Culinary Arts student with the best technical skills in the hot kitchen, will receive the Tamarind Culinary Award offered by Tamarind Management Limited. Okay, I'm asking the Dean of Studies to represent. Dean of Studies. In 1920, Brian Kiplangat Lamai doing. The one for 2021 is a young lady called Caroline Nyambura. 2021, Caroline Nyambura is the one coming down now. That is Caroline Nyambura. IHTI, who excelled in that area. Can I request the representative of Windsor Golf Hotel to come forth as I call upon Harvin Damu. She's working with Sun Hotels. I'm asking Madam Selma Neves to come forward and give the winner of this gift in 2020 Shah. Kabura Ndungu. National Hotel Management student with the best entrepreneurial skills will receive the Sankara Award. Madam Caroline Linguli is here to from the Sankara Hotel here in Nairobi. The winner for 2020 is one Dennis Kinyua. Dennis Kinyua. Dennis. Marshall Omonti. Overall category. Graduate with the best overall the IHTI will give you the award. I request the Dean of Students to assist the principal to give this award for 2020 to one Pamela Owiti. Pamela Owiti. Was watching. And you can confirm as she walketh down quickly. But as usual, in 2021, I was also watching one, Darlene Wamalwa. 2021, Darlene Wamalwa. After you open it, you can always call me. The graduate with the best professional attitude. Sarova Hotels were watching over you. With the best overall professional attitude will receive the Sarova Hotel Resorts, the Sarova Professionalism Award. And I'm suggesting that the 2020 graduate begin to move quickly down to receive the same. And on behalf of Sarova, Wairimu Maina will present this gift. Where is the graduate? Where are you? The winner for 2020. Come down. I mean, Danny Muumba. For 2022, for 2022, sorry, 21, come down very quickly, Pamela Gaki. Attitude, Heritage Group of Hotels would give you their professionalism award. Is Madam Tabitha Mushogu around? She's there. Can I request the winner of 2020 for this award? It's a very special award. It attracts, usually it attracts a gift from outside this country. Morris Maina, 2020. But there is also one for 2021, Kadzo Karisa. Beautiful. When she will remove her mask, you will affirm. Thank you, Kadzo. You can see me after this without the mask. Now, this is the final one. The best overall higher national diploma, international hotel management student will receive the Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers Award of Excellence. I request Mr. Robert Kinyua to help us to give this award. For 2020, it shall go to Abigail Waweru. I don't know if the representative of the I&M Bank is here. Madam Kahata, are you there? Okay. I may request on behalf of the bank, Mrs. Betty Makawiti, if you can come down. For this purpose, you are a banker. To receive the I&M Bank Professional Award that will go for 2020 will go to Sharon Umoja. Nina Aoko Omondi. Nina. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Duda, for that wonderful presentation.
I'm sure you agree with me that we have had a wonderful afternoon. I want to reiterate my congratulations to all the graduates and to those who have received special awards. But I think you will agree with me also that there's somebody who has worked particularly hard this afternoon. And that is none other than our guest of honor. I think there's something being hidden from me. Why is it being hidden from me? When I turn this way, it's turned. So may I request Anthony, our guest of honor, Anthony Chege, to please come forward and receive this special award from IHTI. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana CEO, for that presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, let me now call upon Joseph Kibunga, graduating student representative, to come and move a vote of thanks. Joseph, where are you?
Thank you, Mr. Lugwe. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the class of 2020, it is my pleasure to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Anthony Chege, General Manager, Serena Hotel, Nairobi, Ambassador Mwakai CEO, Chairman and Founder of IHTI, Directors, Board Members of IHTI, students, families, faculty, and staff. Every one of you has made an impact to the graduates who are seated here today. My name is Joseph Kibunga Iruguthu. On behalf of International Hotel and Tourism Institute, I give a really heartfelt vote of thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Anthony Chege, who spared his time on his busy schedule to grace this occasion. Today, we have the opportunity to hear your words of wisdom, which will definitely encourage us in our future endeavors, as they have truly enlightened our minds. We've all heard his story from where he started. All I can say, or what I gathered from it, is we need to stay humble, do not be afraid to conquer, and to go out to the world and do what is needed of us. And to all the speakers, thank you for adorning this occasion and sharing with us your opinion and advice in this present time. We are grateful. It has been a great pleasure. To the parents, guardians, and well-wishers, our sincere gratitude goes out to you for your rock-solid support system and encouragement throughout. Without your support, we, your children, will not have made it and will not have been able to excel. Thank you very much. To the faculty, a special mention to our venerable principal, Mr. Duda, for being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. We are all inspired by your highly lively words. I'd also like to thank our beloved heads of departments, lecturers, and staff for their guidance. I must mention our profound sense of appreciation for sharing with us the best management practices. The elegance of our thoughts and interpretation of everything has greatly been influenced by your vast knowledge and interpretation of life as a whole, which you've shared untiringly and willingly. My deep sense of appreciation goes out to you. An event of this dimension needs meticulous planning and execution. I cannot thank each one enough of the involvement you've shown and the willingness you have expressed to take on the completion of the work beyond your comfort zone. We have enjoyed it. To my dear class of 2021, love one another and be positive, because you never know when one kind word or smile can turn someone's day around and light them up. Things may not go always as planned, but I am sure we can all agree that this class has been resilient. We have survived. The fact that we have made it here to receive our awards is just a testament to our perseverance and commitment to excellence. I know this class can do anything we set our minds to, and can use our ideas and our light to brighten all the dark places. The injustice, inequality, plague, hatred in this world. These things are not strong if we do not give them power. If we choose light, especially when it's hard. Strive to be the best version of yourself. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Kindness ripples, so please do not be afraid to give and receive it. In conclusion, I would like to say thank you all for coming. But let us remember this verse in the Bible. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20 to 21. Listen to the advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. Thank you, and God bless you.
Sana Bwana Kibunga. Ladies and gentlemen, before we come to the conclusion of this formal part of the program, I request all of you to be upstanding for the national and East African anthem. Please, let's stand up. Thank you, thank you. Members of the graduation committee and hostesses, you may now direct all our other guests to the entertainment centers as well. Thank you and God bless.
Tumeuona mkono wake Bwana, mengi mazuri tumeyaona, Mungu umetenda, ni kweli wewe muweza. Ulitamka vitu vikawa, neno tulatosha, ukisema umetenda. Kawatoa utumwani, watumishi wako.
Special announcement, the winners of the Kenya National Women in Tourism Award, please come forward where the principal is.
Unatawala dunia na vilivyomo, makuu umeyatenda Jehova, hakika tumeuona mkono wako Bwana, matendo yako Bwana ni makuu.
The camera crew, the still camera crew, please rush where I am. The winners of the Kenya Association of Women in Tourism Award, quickly rush here. Camera crew, come here quickly.